Hey YouTube, Mark here, getting ready to do another fun motorcycle adventure. It's actually something I've done before. I've done it two other times already. The first time was back in 2011, the last time was just a couple of years ago. But this time I'm doing it a little bit different way, and that way I'm doing an iron butt. That's right, I'm going to try to do my 1,000 miles in 24 hours. Now, what makes this different is the first two times I've done it, I've gone around Lake Michigan. I'm not doing it that way this time. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a straight shot. So 1,000 miles one way. And the way I've figured it is that I should be right around Miles City, Montana. So yes, I am going to jump on Interstate 90, connect with 94 up in Madison, and take that all the way through Minnesota, North Dakota, and into Montana. I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. One, just because I've never done 1,000 miles in a single shot, straight shot like that. It's always been in the loop, so I've always ended up back home. But this also gives me a reason to get into North Dakota. So that way I got that state taken care of. So, the way it's sitting now, I'm pretty much packed and ready to go, which I don't, for a trip like this, I'm not taking a change of clothes. Even though I'm going to stay in a hotel once I get there, I can just wear this stuff again. I mean, it's not really all that bad. But I'm just getting all my riding gear. I got my hoodie here, got my leather jacket underneath, got my chaps here, helmet, gloves. I've actually got both my warm weather and my cold weather stuff. I'll have my textile jacket on the bike as well. I'm taking everything because when I leave, it is going to be in the 50s, so it's going to be pretty cold when I leave. Oh, I'm getting pretty excited about it too. It's getting to be close to 7:30. Yeah, getting close to 7:30 at night. And I'm hoping to leave tomorrow morning, probably around 5 o'clock is what I'm thinking. So, I can't believe I'm doing this. I've been thinking about it for a while, pretty much ever since I got back from the VRA West Rally out in Mesquite. I've been trying to figure out a way I can get my bike into North Dakota, and then I've only got Louisiana on the west side of the Mississippi. Once I get that state, then I've got everything on the west. I've been through every state. So yeah, it's kind of a big milestone for me. And I've already got plans on going all the way down to New Orleans. It's going to be another probably iron butt ride. It's like 1,000 miles, just a little over, just to get down to New Orleans, and that way I can say I've been down there. But anyway, I'm just going to focus on this one right now. I'm going to take you guys along. I don't know what kind of video this is going to be. I mean, short of just some riding footage, maybe a quick talk during a gas stop or a lunch stop or something like that, and then that's going to be it. So I don't really know what to expect with this video. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know what's going to be in it. So yeah, and I'm also doing this for another reason, and that is Jen and I have been planning our 25th anniversary, which we don't leave for another year yet. But I've been thinking a lot about it. And I've got a barbecue rib contest coming up. I got Rib Fest coming up. This will be my 4th year in it. I've got a 3rd smoker built for it, which I'm glad I got that 3rd smoker built because they upped the minimum requirement of ribs from 12 to 20 racks of ribs. Minimum. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of ribs. So yeah, I've just been thinking a lot about that trip, a lot about Rib Fest, and I just want to get on the bike and ride and kind of clear my head and make sure, I'm all intact, if you know what I mean. So I will see you guys in the morning, bright and early, and we'll get this trip started. Alright, getting ready to go here. It is a little after 4:30 in the morning. I was just looking at the temperature. It is a nice balmy 57 degrees and 96% humidity, which means I'll probably be running into a lot of fog. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to a local gas station that's already out by the interstate. That way I don't have to drive through town. Saves a little time. So I'll fill up there, get my verification. Hopefully get my verification. Sometimes that's not the easiest thing to do. You know, people don't want to give out a phone number or their home address or an email or anything like that. But I have backup contingency plans if I can't find a verifier. Same thing when I get to Miles City. You know, if they don't want to sign the verification papers, I've got something in place, so I'll be okay. Alright, I just need to get the rest of my gear on and get out of here. Leather jacket, dickie, gloves, helmet. I already got the chaps on. Okay, I'm all set to go. One saddlebag just has my extra gloves and the paperwork. The other saddlebag has my textile jacket because it's going to get up to around 80 today. Even up where I'm going, it's still going to get kind of warm. But yep, I'm going to head over to the gas station by the interstate. They have a Taco Bell there. I'm going to grab some breakfast. Then I'm going to fuel up and start my ride. I'm stuffed now. Yep, I'm stuffed at Taco Bell. You know, they get a lot of crap, but technically they got good cheap food, so I'll keep eating here. But just finishing up some caffeine in the form of soda pop. And I've already talked to, got the burps. I already talked to the guy that is at the counter and told him what I was doing. I asked him if he'd verify, you know, my stop here, and he's like, yeah, I'll do that, no problem. So, one verification is confirmed and I'll get going here soon. Alright, got my fill-up receipt. My time has started. I've got to go inside and get the guy to fill out the verification forms, and then I'm out of here. Yeah, then you have just your name, signature, and a phone number on that one. Alright, great. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks, man. Alright, a quick gas stop here in Millston. I've done 164 miles on my first tank, and it is 8 o'clock. So time to get back up on the road. Okay, another gas and go bathroom break. I made it all the way up to St. Paul. I'm at 308 miles, and it is 10:14, and everything's going great. It's starting to get warm, so I got my textile on now. I'm going to go over my lighter gloves now. But good day so far. It was kind of weird though. I was coming up on 94. And instead of cutting on 94 all the way through the city, it had me get off on 496 or something like that. But then it had me circling all the way around and getting on 696. So I don't know why I did that. But anyway, so I'm going to do 696 around the city, get back onto 94, and keep going. Sitting in a traffic jam. Not what you want when you're racing a clock. My GPS was telling me to exit and go around, and I ignored it. Now I'm paying for it. Okay, so I stopped here in the town of Avon, Minnesota. Just down here at the Avon Cabin Cafe. Had a nice little lunch there. It's not fast food, so that's why I stopped there. But I just had it was basically a patty melt and fries. There's a gas station out by the highway. I'm only at about half a tank, but I'm going to stop over there, just top off real quick, and hit the road again. Here and at Casey's and Avon, and right back out on the road. Also put a new battery in the GoPro while I was at it. And of course the bathroom stop. Let's hit the road. Okay, I've reached Fargo, North Dakota, and I am at 567 miles, and it is coming up on 3 o'clock. I just filled up for gas here at what's this, petrol station. Yes, I got my shot glass. Yeah! So, I've got North Dakota now. There's a little restaurant right across the way. I'm actually going to go over there and sit and relax for a little bit and have a little bit of a after-school snack. So it looked like a cool place to visit, so I want to run over there. Let's go. This place was pretty cool. I'm glad I found it, but I ate too much. Now I gotta get back on the road. According to my GPS, I've still got about 4.5 hours of drive time, and I'll probably have to stop for gas at least twice. All right, let's get going. Okay, so I misspoke. I've got like a little over 6 hours of drive time, not 4.5. I guess it is sprinkly just a little bit. Okay, that was another close one. My gas light didn't come on, but I knew it was about to. And found this little town called Tappan, T-A-P-P-E-N. They got a gas station here, but it's all 87 octane. And that's what I had to use at my last stop in Fargo. All they had was 87 octane. So yeah, that's 2 tanks of 87. I'm not happy about that. So, but I'm out of the rain now. At least I'm in the sun. So I was thinking about putting my leathers on, but now that I'm in the sun, I think it's going to get warmed up now. You might want to know too, I'm at 706 miles, and it is 5:30. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy. Okay, now we can go. Okay, so we were here, gosh, it had been over 10 years ago now, and my kids will get a kick out of this. I am at Salem Sioux, the world's largest Holstein cow. The view is still just amazing out here, though. I mean, check this out. Look at all this. That's the interstate right down there. So yeah, the interstate's right down there. I had to come up here just to see Sue. Alright, gotta get back on the road though. Well, since I was here to see Salem Sue, who's, probably can't see her. Actually, you might be able to see her. I think she's on top of that mound right there. I think that's Salem Sue right there. Being that I stopped to see her, I figured I'll just stop and fill up my tank. I'm at 797 miles. It's coming up on 7 o'clock. And I've still got about 3 hours to go. I'll be on my hotel probably about 9:30-ish. That's local time, so that's going to be closer to 10 o'clock our time. So, all right. So last 3 hours. Here we go. Let's finish this sucker off. This is my last fuel stop. I'm in Beach, North Dakota. I'm literally like just on the other side of the border from Montana. So, but I've got 930, almost 932 miles, and I've got 113 miles to go. So probably about an hour and a half, and I'll be there. And as far as my clock goes, I've got like 8 hours left. So I'll make this in plenty of time, no worries whatsoever. Alright, like I said last time, let's just finish this damn thing up. That last set, oh, it just dragged on and on. It just would not end. And then I actually pulled into, what was it called? Let's see if I can find it. Centennial Butte was the name of the town. They did have a gas station there, but it was closed, and they don't take credit cards or debit cards or anything like that. So even if they were open, I'd been screwed. So luckily, 10 miles down the road, and I got to Beach, and everything's fine. All right, let's get going. Let's finish this. Oh, I made it. Oh, I am beat. I mean, I am dead. Fill up for that last gas stop, and I was excited. I was exhilarated. It's like, yes, I'm going to do it. You know, this is nothing. I can do this. I've done it before. God, that last hour just, went so slow. Yeah. And what really sucks is when you got your GPS or Google Maps right in front of you, and you're just watching the miles tick down, you know, one at a time, and you're just staring at it. But I got all my signatures and all, and verifications and stuff like that. So I got all that information on both systems. I actually did two. I do the iron butt, but then I found another company called the Long Distance Riders, and it's pretty much the same thing. You'll get verifications at the beginning and the end, save your receipts, send them copies, and all that stuff. So if I'm doing one, I might as well do them both, right? Right. Now, the only thing that's concerning me right now is that when I came to check into the hotel, my debit card wasn't working again. So I don't know what's going on. I gotta check my balance. I'm kind of curious on if a few of the gas stations that I went to today put large, like hold amounts on the account, and then it'll fall off, later. Hopefully tomorrow they'll fall off. So I think I'm gonna have to double check my account just to see what's going on with it. But I made it. My official time was 9:24 p.m. and that's Mountain Daylight Savings Time, not Central Daylight Savings Time. But still, I mean, that would have been like 10:24 for us. So my odometer reading was 1,048.6 miles. So yeah, I think I've definitely got it covered. I want to double check. Let me grab my phone. I actually want to double check something. Okay, so what I wanted to look up was the what Google had for the mileage for this trip, and it was 1,006 miles. So it's kind of slim, but I think by the time you add in, runs to a restaurant or to your gas stations and stuff, it adds on a few here and there. So, but yeah, it was an interesting thing, and right now I'm just so damn tired. I really don't know what to talk about and what to say. So I think I'm gonna close this out on another day, and I'll just put it on the end. Because right now, I'm just too tired to think. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm getting myself all packed up. Getting ready to get out of here. I just went over to a restaurant called Gallaghers and had a really good meal. It actually reminded me a lot of the Beloit family restaurant over by the Beloit Hospital. Just good food, but even the layout of the building was very similar to theirs. I still really can't put together words to say why I want to do an iron butt. I mean, short of me wanting to know if I can. And like I said, I've done them before. But, yeah, I don't know. I told a friend of mine that it was basically just giving me a time to kind of clear my head. Sorry, air conditioner just kicked on. Just a little time to clear my head and think a few things through. We got the Rib Fest coming up. I got the trip for next year with my wife, so we've been working on that. Things going on with the kids, things going on with my Uber Lyft, things going on with my chapter. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I just wanted to get away for a little while and kind of think a few things through. Did I do all of it? No. Did I resolve any issues? No. It's coming up on 8 a.m. and I'll probably get rolling here in a little bit. I am going to stop off. I wanted to see a place yesterday, but it was just getting too late, too dark, and I couldn't even take video last night when I was going to buy it just because it was so dark. The videos wouldn't have shown up, so I can stop off and see the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. We stopped there on our way out to Yellowstone 10 years ago. Saw my first wild buffalo there, so that was kind of cool. But the grounds are just, awesome. And so yeah, I wanted to stop off and take some videos, show you guys what it looks like. I'm not going to go through the whole park or anything like that. I'm just going to pull into the visitor center, get a few quick videos and stuff like that. Hopefully I'll see a couple of buffalo while I'm there. But yeah, then just start heading home. Oh, and I did notice some signs too that I went through the national grasslands. So it's really not much. I mean, it's rolling hills and grass. So it's kind of nice though, but nothing really stands out as being a spectacular view. But it is pretty to look at the same time, and it'd be nice to look at it in the daylight. One more reason why I'm kind of loafing around is that there are some rainstorms around, and I really don't want to get caught in the rain again today. I had enough of it yesterday. I just want to be able to stay dry for a day. So I'm kind of giving it some time for those storms to push off. They're kind of heading in a northeasterly direction, so yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for that stuff to clear out. And then I'll be out of here probably the next, I wouldn't say any more than an hour, but that's where I'm at, that's what I'm doing, and that's why I do what I do, or did what I did. All right, see you guys later. Okay, little side stop here. I'm at the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. I am at the visitor center. They got construction going on all over the place. So I actually had to park in this back parking lot, walk around the building to get to the front. But I left my passport book at home, but the tables should have little pieces of paper so I can just stamp the paper and then put the paper with my book. I like that idea. Alright, let's go inside. Okay, got my stamp. I'll just put this in with my passport book when I get home. Okay, so I picked up my passport stamp just on a little piece of paper, as you've seen. They got other things going on. They got a little cabin over here. I have no idea what it's all about. I didn't look into it. I know I'm still not on the clock, racing against time, you know, getting my 1,000 miles in, but I just don't want to take that much time to kind of look around at everything. I want to stop off at the Painted Canyon Visitor Center, and there's an Overlook there. I want to go check it out. Okay, so I'm headed to the Painted Canyon Overlook, and I saw some bison here on the side of the road. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get to the Painted Canyon Overlook. Now, okay, so I'm at the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. This is what they call the Painted Canyon. It's just beautiful out here. There are trails, as you can see. There's one here. This one's actually blocked off. You can't access it anymore. But there's trails right over here that come down. And I've actually seen people, I think they were right about there. See if I can zoom in and find them. But you might be able to see a few people walking around down there. So people just exploring. Oh, there's a little bench right there. So yeah, there are paths that you can hike in the canyon down there. Now, when I was coming up to the visitor center here, right over here is the highway. You might be able to see a car or semi or something like that over there. But literally, right on the side of that hill right there is where I saw those buffalo at. I'm not seeing any on the grounds out here today though. But hey, I saw buffalo on this trip, so I'm happy with that. You know, I like coming across them, you know, unexpectedly like that. You know, you just kind of running off, turn on an interstate of all things, and there's a small herd of them. You know, it's really cool. Now this Painted Canyon Visitor Center, they do get buffaloes walking the grounds. You know, the building's right over there. They do get buffalo up here. How do I know that? This is how I know that. That is buffalo shit. And it's right by the visitor center. There's a dried pile there. Another pile there. You know what, let's go in the visitor center and take a look around. They might have a shot glass for me, or they might even have a stamp for my book. So let's go check out the visitor center. Sorry for any wind noise and stuff in here, but you know, that's what happens when you're outside. So yeah, that's the end of my trip. I'll end it up here at the Painted Canyon Overlook Visitor Center. Beautiful, beautiful area. I wanted to get this as part of my video, so when I was going through yesterday, it was just so cloudy, overcast, and dark, you wouldn't be able to see anything. So I had to make it a stop today to make sure that I got it on the video. And I am certainly glad I did. It is definitely worth it. Alright, well, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the road.